Hello, and welcome to Lumpia and Latkes. I'm Jay, a Filipino-American.
And I'm Mitch, an American Jew. We are friends
and former co-workers
who riff all day at work and decided to create this podcast for extended conversations on anything that intrigues us.
We won't always get it right, but we'll do what we can. Thanks for joining us. This episode... All right, this week is Nailing the Interview. The Interview.
Yeah, Jay, I was talking with my cousin just today about this because I was letting him know what we were going to do on our podcast.
Right.
And he was flipping through like Facebook or whatever and came across this lovely little caption here. The caption on top literally says, "What am I supposed to do to ask in the job interview then?" Like question mark. And inside the little image, it shows, "Hi, Gavin. We appreciate you taking the time to interview with us, but unfortunately, we will be pursuing other candidates. For future reference, asking questions about salary, responsibilities, and work culture are not things we'd like to discuss during the interview process. Thank you for your time, and we wish you the best of luck." Now, that's all it says. But what are you supposed to talk? The caption fits it perfectly. What are you supposed to ask on the job interview then?
Clearly, that was a job interview for being a mortician. See, that's why they don't ask that stuff. Don't ask, don't tell. I mean,
exactly. I don't know. No, that was the Navy a few years back, Jay.
Sure,
that was the Navy. All right,
Same thing. Same thing.
Navy, mortician. What's the difference?
Sure. Same diff, man.
We love the armed forces, by the way. We support our troops. All that fun jazz.
Always support the troops. You don't support the war, but support the troops, man.
Right, but that brings us right into the whole nailing the interview thing, man. Yep. I mean, how are you supposed to nail an interview when you can't ask those particular questions?
Exactly. And also we're doing a follow-up with basically from the last episode because, we've already talked about, you're at a job, you aren't feeling fulfilled, you're feeling unmotivated, time to get a new job. Well, guess you're going to go into the interview process. So we figured we'd also give you some tips and tricks about that as well. We don't know everything, but we certainly have enough experience. Like you recently got a new job. I've done some interviews as well, as a interviewer and also an interviewee. So, the first thing I want to say is, most times, just straight up, when you get an interview, you've already piqued their interest. You have
absolutely.
You have done something on your application or your resume that they want to see if you're a good fit for the company. They want to verify whatever you put on your resume or your application, and they want to see how you present yourself. So just go in knowing that information that you already passed, like the biggest hurdle in getting noticed.
But you got to be prepared, though. There's certain preparations that you got to do. Yeah. Like for example, the way you dress. Mm-hmm. That's one of the first things that you really got to, think about. If you're going to a corporate office, I'm sorry, in my opinion, if you're going to a corporate office, you got to be at least at business casual or up, depending on the position that you're in. Like, for example, when I did my interview, a couple of interviews that I did, honest to goodness, I went in business casual. So I have khaki shorts or khaki-like shorts. I got my semi-nice shoes on, depending, if I'm taking my lunch break and going on to the interview, then I might be showing up in my work clothes, which typically when I did my work clothes, it was all business casual. As long as nothing looks dirty on me and I don't look filthy and there's no cuts or holes in my clothing, I'm good to go. Clean cut hairstyle, good to go, man. But there's sometimes you need to upscale it, right, Jay?
Mm-hmm. That's right. Sometimes you do need to upscale it because, again, I think it's more you do dress for the job that you want, like you're talking about, but you also need to dress for whatever the atmosphere of the company is, right?
Right.
So, if I'm going to have an interview as, like, say, a cashier at Walmart, I'm not going to dress in a full suit. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to dress. I'm going to dress nicely, like maybe a little business casual, like with like a nice polo shirt or a dress shirt and some slacks.
No DuckTales?
No, I'm not going in a tuxedo for a cashier interview. But I'm going to something a little bit more upscale. Yeah. I mean, I think most times you can hardly go wrong with a suit or a blazer. A nice suit or a blazer. And again, you don't have to spend a lot of money to look nice. I mean, no one's saying you have to go to like a giant department store and buy something really expensive. You can go to a discount store. You can go to a thrift shop and buy something that still looks nice. You don't
totally agree.
As long as you also steam it or iron it, because you don't want the wrinkles, and also it's clean and free of tears and holes and stains. Make it look presentable.
Yep,
That's the
absolutely.
thing. That's the key. And
Totally.
probably tuck in your shirt.
Dress for the job you want.
Dress for the job you want.
That's the way it goes, man. That goes a long, long way.
Absolutely. And then more on being prepared, right? So, I believe that you should always have ready to go enough copies on hand of your resume, your references, your job. I even go as far as taking in a copy of the job description for the posting. That way, I have something to reference.
Absolutely.
And then enough copies that can cover the number of people that are in the interview and yourself, and also maybe one or two more for people that walk in, because people will walk in these interviews sometimes.
Can happen.
Out of nowhere and sit down and see what you're about.
I usually keep about copies of 6 on hand. I anticipate 5 people.
Yeah.
And then one for myself.
Yeah.
And I usually keep that right up front. Yeah. I also keep, like a Padfolio or a Trapper Keeper or something like that for a couple of different reasons. One, you've got a pad in there, you've got a pen in there, and you've got pre-written questions down for your interview.
Yep.
Because if you really want to do well at this, there's certain things you got to go in here with. One of which is research that you have done on the company you are applying for.
Right.
Even if it's just going to their organization page and picking up on a little things, or Googling them in the current news market, things along those lines to see what they're up and all about. You can certainly go in there and get a little bit of tidbit that's going on, and that way you show them that you're interested.
It's not that someone's gonna try and give you a pop quiz on whatever company you're going to. That's not realistic. Most companies aren't going to do that. But if you research the company and you have that information, it makes you look like you're genuinely, like you should be. You should be genuinely invested in trying to get this job. You are trying to sell yourself as much as possible. I mean, straight up, that's what an interview is: selling yourself so that you can nail that job, nail the interview, and get that position. So one of the best things is to know a little bit about the company, the history, who runs it, what their ideals are, what contracts they're working on, that kind of thing. And hopefully the website is also up to date. Sometimes the websites aren't up to date and you just got to go with your gut. But, that happens. Not everybody has the greatest IT team to where they're going to have an up-to-date website. But if they do have one, by all means, you should go there, look it up, see what they're about. You also talked about the interview questions, right? So you should practice. I know over practicing is bad. Everybody knows that, because then you're going to get too much in your head. But you should have some awareness of the common questions. And I think when you do have answers for these questions, you need to have concrete examples. You need to be able to expound upon whatever you say. Like if you say, "I'm really good at teamwork," I mean, that anybody can say that. Why? Why are you good at teamwork? Tell me about a time that you were good at teamwork. They always want examples to back it up. And then that's the other thing too, is I call it the weaknesses gotcha. They always want to ask you tell me about a weakness that you have. The problem with that question is that people say their weakness, but they don't say that they're working on it. You want to say a weakness that you're actively working on. You say like, "Oh yeah, I'm weak at public speaking." If you just say it like that, that's bad. You need to say that I'm weak at public speaking, but I'm doing this to work on it, to improve it. So it is a weakness. I realize that it is a weakness, but I'm trying to improve upon it.
My go-to a lot of times that I used to give, Jay, in my interviews is that I am meticulous. That is one of my weaknesses, is that I'm meticulous about what I do. Because sometimes that can be a real detriment to the job, because I want to do it so precise that I don't want to get it wrong. I said, and in a lot of cases, that can be a weakness, because one of the best ways to learn is to make a mistake. Yes. It's okay to make that mistake, and that's something that not everybody realizes, and so you could weave that into a conversation and make that seem like, oh my gosh, that's it is a weakness, but he's acknowledging it as a strength as well.
Right. Yeah.
Kind of weave that way through.
Yeah, that's definitely a way you can approach it as well.
Yep.
For sure. Just whatever you do, don't just straight up say you have a weakness. Don't say that, "Oh yeah, I'm not punctual." That's horrible. You never want to say that.
You
But
want to be able to have a conversation
yeah,
about your weakness and not make it seem like it's a true weakness,
right.
but more like, hey, I acknowledge that, hey, I'm too much of a neat freak, or I'm
Hmm.
too, I'm too punctual sometimes,
Hmm.
or I sometimes, overdo on my work or something to
Right.
that effect. And sometimes it's just too much. I sometimes come across, too
Yep.
much in something.
And that's the other thing too with this is that want to you want to yes, be truthful. You can not exaggerate, but you can. What's the right word for it? I guess exaggerate. You can exaggerate a little bit,
No, I
but
wouldn't
don't.
necessarily exaggerate. You can
But yeah,
embellish a little.
yeah, you can embellish. That's it. You want to embellish, but not to the point where you're straight up lying. But I mean, a
No,
lot of this stuff, like if you look at like people's resumes, like if they write their job titles in a weird way, like cashier, they'll write like oh, customer service individual. It's like
yep,
you're a
yep.
cashier, but sometimes people
Well,
write that
you
kind of stuff.
facilitated money to do
Yeah,
blah 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 blah,
sure.
if you will.
It's a lot of expanding on something that's just a straight up
Yep,
normal
yep,
title, but what are you gonna do? I mean,
yep. I get
it's
it.
I mean, so it depends on the position you're going for, but I think you do need to be realistic. That's all.
You
You need
have
to
to.
give them
Yes.
realism because
Yep.
they're trying to see in the interview. They're trying to see who you are, and you don't want to give them the impression of that you're someone that you're not. I mean,
Yep.
straight up, you have to work at that place. If you start working at a place and you turn out your personality, your persona is completely different. Big red flags. That gives them, they start to really think about like why did they hire you, and then starts to put it in their minds like maybe we made the wrong choice. I mean, you don't want to do that. So try and be authentic, as authentic as you can. So we're also talking about questions in the Padfolio. So they always, if it's a good company, sometimes they won't. They'll usually ask you at the end, "Oh, do you have any questions for me?"
Yep.
And I think it's very wise to have those questions written down, and that way
I
you don't forget
actually
the ones you want.
have.
Yep.
I actually used a particular article that I had found, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
sending that to you, Jay, so you can post that on
Yeah.
our fabulous Facebook page, sir,
Mm-hmm.
so we can
That's
advertise
right.
it if we certainly can.
That's
But
right.
it basically goes over 5 things that
Mm-hmm.
you need to ask. More or less, and it's a broad stroke spectrum, if you will, a
Mm-hmm.
broad stroke as far as questions. But I'm going to break it down real easy.
Mm-hmm.
It's one question's about company culture and the kind of
Mm-hmm.
culture and what makes it so unique in the area. The
Mm-hmm.
other one's about team dynamics and
Mm-hmm.
how you work with everybody and how you cooperate with
Mm-hmm.
everybody and things like that to find out more about the position.
Mm-hmm.
Um, how they measure success in your particular role, if there
Mm-hmm.
are what are their KPIs or key performance indicators and stuff like that,
Right.
or
Right.
how would you measure somebody is succeeding in this job, say in 6 months' time, or
Mm-hmm.
kind of set those goals, if you will, as well as exploring for the fourth one, opportunities for growth. So you inquire about, is this a stepping stone into other things?
Mm-hmm.
So hey, this is not just a dead end job I'm getting into, and they're willing
Right.
to pay me $3 more an hour. No,
Mm-hmm.
it's a job they're willing to pay me $3 more an hour, and I can get a management role or a supervisor
Mm-hmm.
role, or there are other avenues within other departments that I can sneak into because of my skill set in X, whatever that may
Right.
be.
Right.
And then the last one as well is also identifying the potential challenges of the job. So
Mm-hmm.
you need to verify, hey, somebody that's never done this before,
Yeah.
what's the biggest hurdle that you got to get over? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, those kind of questions. To me, if you ask those kind of questions, you really are showing that you're caring not just about the company, but about yourself as well to see if it's
Right.
the right fit.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of what the interview is all going to be
Mm-hmm.
all about. They got to find out if you're the right fit.
They
You
got to find
know,
out if you're the right fit, and you need to find out if
right,
you're the right fit for them as
right,
well. It's a two-way
right.
street. The interview. It's not just about
Exactly.
them trying to find out about you. You need to find about them and understand if this is what you still want to pursue. If they give you the job offer, I mean, it's a yes or no question, and to come to
Yeah.
that decision, you need to have all the information
Right.
possible.
They're not just interviewing you.
Right.
You are
You're interviewing
interviewing
them.
them.
You
And
are. You very
if
much are.
and you know what? You've got to find out if this is the right style that you want to get into.
Yep.
I mean, if it's very fast paced and they're like, oh, you know what? We're going to, you're not going to be around for, your hours of operation. Guess what? It's
Yeah.
not a Monday through Friday job, guy. It's now going to turn out, to be
Right.
what was it? Saturday through Wednesday. You get Thursday and Friday off. And oh, by
Right.
the way, it's second shift.
Yeah.
So hey, can you pull the second shift, or is it a Monday through Friday 9 to 5 job, weekends off type job? You've got to find out that the kind of infos, and of course they pretty much let you know up front, usually within the first interview. Because most of the time, first interview is just that phone interview where you speak with a recruiter or something like that.
Yeah, someone in HR.
Companies.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone in HR, and they just kind of vet you a little bit and say, oh, okay, yeah, you're pretty good. Let's get you to go to the next step. Well, the next step just puts your resume in somebody's hands, typically. And then after
Depends
that,
on the size of the company, but yeah, sure.
True. Depending on the size of the company. Absolutely. Some of the smaller companies, they'll give you a phone interview right then and there and then be like, okay, we're going to have a second phone interview. And then after that, they make an offer. Sometimes.
Example. I had an interview with a small company. They had one phone interview with me from the HR person, and then immediately after scheduled me for an in-person interview, and that's it. I mean, it's not always a long process. Sometimes they only have a phone interview. We have people who work at the company that we both used to work for, and now it's just me. Where there's someone who works here who only had a phone interview, and right after that, he was given the offer.
That was me.
Oh, you? Oh, there was someone else who works here.
That was me. Oh no, that was me, Jay.
Oh. No, there's also somebody else who had that same exact experience.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. But then again, you also had to understand at the time, my resume, I've been a field technician for many, many years. So I had enough experience to do it. Plus I had a reference from a guy that did very well for the company as well. And he's like, hey, you need to hire this guy. Then clearly, and this guy knows his shit, then clearly I knew my shit. And well, I did. I knew my shit. It took me a little while, but still, I came in, did a kick-ass job, and I was happy to do it for the time that I did it. It's just, time to move on, man.
Yeah,
just
times changed. Different needs. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, everyone has to be in any job. You need to be vigilant of like when something's not working out for you. It's just like we talked about in the last episode. Sometimes these companies make decisions that don't agree with either your job stability or your mental stability, whatever that might be.
Right.
Or of course, the most important one, financial stability.
Right.
And you need to make a change. You have to. Anything with jobs, it's a two-way street. You're helping them by being a productive member of a company, and they're helping you by giving you whatever benefits and pay and all that kind of stuff. It's a two-way street, but
absolutely,
you can't be a doormat like we talked about in the last episode. You have to stand up for yourself. Right.
Truly.
But more about back to this. When they were talking about when you are asking those questions to the interviewer, you have to phrase them in a certain way. You can't straight up ask some things you don't ask point blank. Like when you ask about like, how much time off do I get? Do I get, I get like 17 days vacation? Do I get the federal holiday? Like those are important questions. Nothing that makes no doubt about that. But when you ask those questions point blank, you're showing to the interviewer like, oh, this is what I care about, having time off. It's like, well, you're here to get the job first. You don't even have the job, and you're talking about taking time off. You know how that works?
Jay? In all of the interviews that I did, because let's see, I started off in January. Let's see, January of this year, I started applying for jobs. I did, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I did maybe 5 or 6 interviews. Okay, and of those 5 or 6 interviews, I think it was 5. I think it was 5 interviews. Of those 5 interviews, I did not once ask about vacation time or personal time or anything about that at all. I did not. I was offered even after I was offered a job, because I was offered a job twice. And even when I got the job offer, I still didn't ask about those things. I personally felt like those just kind of come naturally. Like, you're going to get let's be fair, you're going to get your 2 weeks off kind of thing. You're going to get your certain amount of personal time, typically 5 days. You're going to get your maybe some sick time, typically 5 days.
You're going to get your benefits as well. You're probably going to get your medical, your dental, all that stuff.
You'll see your insurance packets eventually, all that kind of stuff.
It's going to come.
That's coming,
Yeah.
So the only thing that I typically do and this is just me,
Mm.
whenever but right before I accept the job, or as soon as I accept the job, I let them know, hey, I need this time off, because
Okay. Yeah.
sometimes we've already got things planned
Yeah.
out. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So you're taking your kids to Disney
Yeah.
if you're lucky, or you're taking them, to a theme park a couple of days while they're in the summertime, or whatever it is. You've got time planned off already, so you just kind of let them know up front. And that way, if there is a complication right there, then you can say, "Whoa, back out at that point. Thanks, but no thanks," type thing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I
Right.
usually let them know right at that point, right at the point where
Mm-hmm.
they're saying, "Hey, you're hired," and be like, "Hey,
Mm-hmm.
is this time okay?" Because that's a really, to me, that's a kind of an after the fact kind of thing, but
Mm-hmm.
it's still also important enough to know, hey, you're going to be able to get this time off without any complications.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big to do for me. So
Yep.
yeah, absolutely.
And
But
that's the thing when you're about ready to sign that job offer, or, like, agree to it. Make no doubt about it. When you make a verbal agreement or you sign a piece of paper, that's a binding contract. You
that's
are
right.
agreed to do it. You, again, make sure that you have all your ducks in a row, that
Unless you're in an
you
at-will
checked
state.
everything. Yeah, sure.
When you're in at-will state, man, you can honestly, we can walk away from this job right now if we want to. Say,
It's
we're done,
true. It's
because it's
true.
at will. 'Cause we can
It's
do
at
that,
will,
and the
but at the
company
same
can do that to
time,
us as well.
yeah,
That's not necessarily recommended, and that's
right.
certainly very considered in poor taste.
Yeah,
But with the way this economy is going, I mean, come on, let's take it a step further. When people decide to quit their jobs, they don't necessarily put in their 2 weeks notice, or the company just says, you
yeah.
know what, today's your last day.
2 weeks
That,
notice is it's a courtesy. It's not
yeah,
required. No
yeah,
one no
it's
one ever said
exactly,
that's required.
exactly. However, we're
Mm,
going back to the interview process. I
right,
digress. So let's just
right.
say, you've done your phone interview, and then
Hmm.
you go, you actually have an in-person interview. Jay, what are some of the cool things that you're supposed to do, or the right things you're supposed to do as far as your actual in-person interview?
In-person interview, or first thing is you need to arrive early. On time is late. Early is on time.
Early is on time is late.
Yep.
That's my motto that I've had since high
Hmm.
school. I
Yep.
could tell you a beautiful story that my son learned
Hmm.
about earlier is on time is late, but it's
Yep.
too long of a story, so we're going to keep on moving.
Right. I mean, again, it's being there early is paramount, because you want to show. I mean, that's definitely one of the things they're checking for, is to see if
Right.
you're punctual.
Yep.
If you show up early, that looks great. You
Yep.
show up
Absolutely.
late, that's a big red mark in your
I
resume. And
I typically show up at least a half hour before my interview.
yeah, that's a good one.
That
Yeah.
that that's my thing. And what
Hmm.
typically do is I'm in the parking lot,
Yeah.
30 minutes
Yeah.
before the interview.
Right.
I don't typically go in until anywhere between like 10,
15.
15 to 20
Yeah.
minutes before the
Yeah.
interview. Depending on the size of the building,
Hmm.
will gauge my time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the side of the building where you parked. Yeah, because sometimes you're not
Right.
gonna get parking space right in the front of the building. You got to walk.
Exactly.
So you have to
Exactly.
time these things out. It's a
Exactly.
little asinine to do it, but you have to, because
Yep.
you want to look professional. And the
Yep.
first thing
Yep.
that's professionalism is showing up on time,
Plan ahead, baby. Plan
being
ahead.
ahead.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
The other thing too, when you meet these people, anyone you meet, firm handshake. It depends on the person. Sometimes the women don't really have firm handshakes. So they,
Uh,
you know,
no, firm handshake all around. Nope, firm
yeah.
handshake.
You don't want to
Don't be
crush
shy.
someone's hand. Don't
Yep.
crush someone's hand though.
Little baby dwarf,
Yeah,
you
like,
see your hand.
like, just put all your hand strength right into crushing
Nope.
somebody's hand. Like, no, don't do
Nope.
that. But I mean, again, it depends on the person. I tailor my handshake to the person. If someone's giving me a weak handshake, I'll be a little bit more firm. But, like, you have to show them. It, you have to balance it out. It's a balancing act, right? You don't want to overcrush someone's hand, because one person, you grab just enough, and it's like, oh, okay, fine. The other person, you do that same amount of strength, they're like, ow, my hand. You don't want to do that. Don't do that. Just don't. um,
Okay.
yeah, it's about impressions, right? And you
Right.
don't want to leave an impression in someone's hand of your hand.
That's true. Yep. I get it. I get it. Yep. Sure.
Straight up.
Right. I get it.
Um,
But
all right.
now it's the time
Yeah.
to seal the deal of the
Seal the
offer, man.
deal. Nab that job offer.
Yep.
This whole thing is about
Yep.
you selling yourself. So what do we mean by that, right? So first off, be professional. Always
Yes.
be professional. Everyone you
Yes.
meet, be professional.
Yes.
Talk in that customer service voice to everyone that you meet.
Yep.
You have to put on the old dog and pony show, whatever they call it. I don't know.
Yep.
You gotta straight up, I hate saying this, but don't bring your kids to the interview.
What? Well, you don't bring your kids to the interview, but
don't bring them in.
Don't physically take your kids.
Don't
sure,
let them
I get
come
that.
into the room.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Have someone that watches them. Don't. But
Yep.
I mean, I've talked to the interviewers I've talked to. A lot of them say like, yeah, I've had people come in who have been they remember the bad interviews more than the good ones. Like, and the ones they remember most are people that bring in their kids.
That's amazing. I never would have thought of that.
Yeah, they told me that. I'm like, man, that's crazy that you bring your kids in. I mean, I get it. Yeah. Sometimes you can't get a sitter, but
that's right.
I mean, that's why you work these things out. That also shows that you're not communicating, because you could have told the interviewer, like, hey,
and rescheduled for another time.
When I get another time because I have a child. People will work with you if you talk.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. People are understanding about it. I mean, there was a couple interviews that I attempted to do, and I called for the time, and the time was there, and the time passed, and I'm just like, okay, well, that's really odd. And so I gave them a little bit more time, and they got back to me eventually. They're like, yeah, well, I'm sorry. It was a crazy day. I couldn't get back to you. And they got back to me in a couple of days, and we were able to schedule another interview time. That's all. It worked out, but it was still crazy. Yeah. Absolutely crazy.
I mean, at the end of the day, the people that are interviewing you are also people. They understand. They'll have they'll understand to a certain point. Let's not say they're going to be completely understanding, but they understand everyone has their own lives that they're living.
Be professional. Be compassionate.
Compassionate. Yeah.
Compassionate. I can't believe I goofed up that word. Compassionate. That's the way to do it. Okay. Yep. As long as you are understanding, that's just being a consummate professional.
Yep.
All right. And another thing too is always clean up your Facebook pages, and your TikTok pages, and all that kind of stuff.
100%. These companies these days, they check them. Yep. They 100% check them. Don't lie to yourself and say like, oh, they're not going to look at my stuff. They will. Yep. They will and they do, because they know that's the real you. So if you're, maybe even at some point it's a little drastic, maybe make your Facebook page private when you're going to go to an interview, and then open it up after you get the job.
Sure.
I mean, you could do that. I mean, just know that, your social media page, if it's public, that's public for everybody. Also, the interviewers.
That's right.
So,
but like on LinkedIn, keep your stuff clean on LinkedIn, which for the most part people do on LinkedIn.
Right. LinkedIn I don't really ever see anything. Page. You shouldn't be doing anything like saying, like, man, I drank all night with the guys. No, don't do that.
I don't see anything wrong off of LinkedIn. I just see it as a meeting place of professionals. And so far, that's been a pretty good location for me to start in some cases. But your Facebook, your Twitter account, it's no longer Twitter, is it?
X
account. Excuse me.
X. Yeah. Your Blue Sky, whatever you got.
Yeah. Exactly. So just clean your stuff up, make it look presentable if you can, or just hide it so that way other people don't see it.
That's
and then just
maybe change it to change it to just viewable by friends only.
There you
still put your stuff out there, but that way the person that's interviewing you doesn't see that you had a wild all night bender going bar hopping or whatever. You don't want to show that side of you yet. You can show it later when you have the job.
That's right.
Do what you have to do to get the job.
That's right.
Then show your real self later.
That's right. That's right.
But
make them another good idea is to make them remember you.
That's right.
I mean, that comes up whenever they're asking you certain questions and things like that. Don't try to come up with your generic answers on stuff. Try to come up with different answers for the same question. So when you're doing your interview tests or whatever, and they ask you those generic questions that you may typically see, certainly you've got your answer, but you gotta say it not drone like. You gotta say it with passion, with flair.
You want to be personable.
Right. You want to be personal, with compassionate, just like we were saying before. You got to be personal with that. So, and you can bring good stories to some of those weird questions that can sometimes turn out to be humorous as well.
Yeah. Or add in a little bit of humor, add in a little workplace appropriate humor. Make them laugh. You make them laugh, they're going to remember you. You need to do something, because these people, most times when they're interviewing, they're not just interviewing you. They're interviewing at least like a dozen people, right?
Yep.
I mean, it's sometimes even more. But you need to make sure that they remember you for the good things, not bad things. So you want to stand out, and the way you do that, be personable.
Yeah.
give them stories make them remember you. Okay.
Yep.
So the last thing, be vigilant. Be very vigilant. Look at everything that's going on in the room. You don't have to be uh, you don't have to be like like super on point about everything, but you know watch the body language of the person that's interviewing you, their word choice. These will give you indications for possible red flags. If
Yes, they
someone's
can.
using someone's using words about like well I'd like to say we do this, like I'd like to, okay, that means you're not going to, like that's a
Hmm.
problem. You need to watch out what they're saying. If they're
If they're
gesticulating a
vague
lot.
about the job description,
Yeah.
even though the job description was written out, if they
Right.
don't really go over the job description with
Yep.
you, or they don't, or they're acting a little vague about a few things, or if they if you ask about some advancements and things like that, and they're just like,
Hmm.
we might have something, you know,
Yeah.
or I mean, or they come up and just say, no, there's no advancement here. This is the job.
Yep.
This is your job. Take it or leave it, type thing. I mean,
Right.
if that's what you want to do, go right ahead. But just
Yep.
know that it could be, honestly, it could be more of a stepping stone. It
Yeah.
could be. You never know. You never
Yeah.
know.
The days of one person having one job throughout all their life are pretty much done. The way that
The
the current.
majority of those
Yeah.
people are already in their 30 to 40-year mark, if you
Right.
will. They're ready to retire soon.
Right.
They've been doing it, and I've seen some of those
Hmm.
people. I'm working with some of those people now. My cousin,
Yeah.
yeah, he's got only he's got two weeks left. Not 2 weeks, 2 or 3 years left, and
Hmm.
then he's out of there. He's done.
Yeah.
He's he,
Cool.
he's
Good for
gone.
him.
He's retired from that company. And
Yeah.
I was like, hey man, what are you going to do afterwards? He's like, I'll probably go work at Home Depot and do their repair center. The tool rental center. He said,
Okay.
I can do general engine repair and stuff like that. It's easy. And in doing the rental stuff, he's like, man, I just go there for the insurance and everything else. I just get
Hmm.
kicked back from the company I retired from. Good for him.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, great for him. I'm happy that he's
Fantastic.
doing that. I
Yeah.
think that's wonderful.
That's good
But
for him. But the
yeah,
companies again have changed. Companies are taking away pension
yep,
plans.
yep.
Companies have, as we saw in one article, companies are trying to push for more of trying to eliminate basically work life balance.
Well,
Yeah.
you got to look. I am definitely for work-life balance, Jay.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
think that's very important. I
Mm-hmm.
think that is a good thing to have.
Sure is.
But for those people that want more success within their job, then sometimes you do make a sacrifice
Mm-hmm.
to the job in some respects versus the home life. And
Yeah.
it's okay to do that as long as it doesn't completely blow up on you, man. I mean, but
Yeah.
you'll know. You'll find that balance. I mean,
Yeah.
my cousins, they're busting ass. They were busting ass for quite a few years, and
Mm-hmm.
they're putting in, like 60, 70 hours. I know one of them, he was pulling in like 70, 80 hours a week and just
Mm.
constantly grinding through it. And I'm like, good dude, why are you doing it? He's because they need me to. And I'm like,
Yeah.
are you hourly? He's like, yeah. So they're paying me a lot of freaking money and I'm making a lot of money. But let me tell you, I'm tired.
Yeah.
And he did. He busted his ass. He did that kind of crap for quite a while. And I don't know if he's still doing it now. I don't think as badly. So it's actually okay. But yeah, it's just one of those things, man. You got to find and do what's right for you. That's all I'm saying is that,
Yep.
you got to find the job and the position that's right for you and your situation.
That's correct, and that's why the interview is so important to really take seriously. And
Yeah.
you want to, and if you really are serious about it, then you need to nail it. And hopefully, you'll use some of the tips and tricks that we talked about to try and get
Yep.
that interview
If we
aced.
missed anything on the interview process or you guys think of anything else, please add it onto our Facebook page.
Yep. Yeah. Add it in. Just we'll have the link up like we usually do for um, link to the episode where you can find it. Right now I'm focusing on the Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and YouTube. But you can go to most of these platforms. Just add in the comments wherever you want because people are reading. No, not reading. People are listening.
Listening, yes.
Yeah. People are reading our podcast.
That's right. Yeah, just to go back over it again. Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Podbean, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Player FM, Listen Notes, Podchaser, and Boomplay.
Yeah, and my shit is falling on the floor. All right, cool.
Oh, no, that's not.
But yeah, I mean, we're everywhere, and we hope this, a lot of this, hopefully someone got something out of this episode for this topic of the week.
I know I did.
Yeah, I mean, I like that we talked about it. We gave, I would have hated to have built people up to like, yeah, I'm going to get out, in the last episode, I'm going to get out there and, try new jobs. It's like, well, now what do I do? Well, this gives you an idea.
Let's get you a little bit of an idea, get you the right direction. Yep.
Yeah.
And like I said, we'll have that link for those 5 questions. And if anybody has any others, please, again, add it onto a Facebook page, man.
Yep.
It's awesome to have.
Always reach out. If you want to reach out to us, you can do it through our Facebook page, do any comments anywhere, really. YouTube, the Podbean site. It's I think it's podbean.lumpianlockkeys.com. I think
so. Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, that's another good topic of the week. Always good.
Yes, sir.
When we come back, it will be Would You Rather. We'll be right back. Would you rather? There's a mom and pop bookstore in Williamsburg that has a fantastic selection of books in general, but the one that caught my eye is a coffee table book titled Would You Rather? The Outrageous Book of Bizarre Choices, written in 2001 by Workman Publishing. I'm going to flip through the pages and we will find out which choices we would indeed rather. All right. Would you rather discover that space aliens are superior to ourselves or that they're inferior to ourselves?
Wow. Okay. Well, geez, that's a real tough question, I think. If they're inferior or superior to ourselves. Well, I mean, if we discover aliens, like, for example, if we discover through all the Aztec and Inca stuff that aliens exist, or the latest thing with the Egyptians. I don't know if you heard of that crazy story. We could do it. We could do a whole episode about that one.
Yeah, we were talking about
the Egyptians and how their mechanical marvels that they've been able to come up with that even baffle today how they were able to build the pyramids. They're still finding shit out like that. Plus, they also know that there's other layers underneath the pyramids and stuff.
Right?
Who's to say there's not alien races that are in there and stuff? But that's kind of conspiracy theory, but all right. I'm going to have to go with, I would probably rather discover that they're superior to us than inferior. And the only thing I think that is because, if they're aliens, they're coming to us, most likely. We're not going to be finding them. I don't think we have the technology really to find them. I mean, heck, we've just now broken out of our solar system.
Unless there's something at Area 51 we don't know about.
Yeah, doubtful.
Doubtful. You never know.
Doubtful.
They exist. You haven't been there.
They exist. It's been proven that they exist.
Yeah, it has been proven.
But they haven't come down and reached out to us yet. So until that day happens, I don't know. But even then, if they come out and reach out to us, it's going to be a scary time. I don't think they've reached out to us yet because we are not unified as a whole, man. I don't think this world is unified as a whole with one common goal. Once we get to that point,
I think if there are aliens, well, I mean, obviously there are, but I think they've advanced past, the point of the conflict that we have here on Earth.
Right.
Yeah, they worked that out.
The inner struggles of their planet as a whole.
Yeah,
they try not to deal with that. They deal with interplanetary struggles, if you will.
Right.
They're probably keeping us from ever having to know all the crap that's actually going on out there in this universe of ours.
Yeah. I mean, as far as like inferior, I mean, I don't think I'd want them to be inferior because that would make them more primitive and more prone to just reacting instead of, thoughtfully thinking about something and, reacting the right way.
Sure.
We'd have more conflict that way. I think whoever is inferior would have, again, that sense of conflict and confrontation and that would just lead to all sorts of problems. Whereas if they're superior, sure, they might be, like the old Twilight Zone episode, to serve man, right? I mean, that might be a thing, but at the same time, I don't know. I think anybody who's smarter than us, maybe it'll be worth it to realize, like, oh, humans aren't worth our time, and they'll just
I think they are superior to us. I really do. I think they are. And I'm okay with that because they're actually, more advanced and don't have to deal with our bullshit.
Yeah, and that's probably why they haven't come down here because again, we're too low level for us. They probably don't even speak English. They speak whatever far advanced language that we don't know.
Exactly.
Or maybe don't even speak. Maybe it's all telepathy or something. Who knows?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but definitely the smarter of the two rather than being inferior. Yeah.
It'll happen long before I'm gone or long after I'm gone. Excuse me.
Yeah. Maybe it's already happened. You don't even know. Maybe the person that you're living next to is an alien.
I'm in the Matrix, Jay. We are all in the Matrix.
That's right. Okay? Red pill, blue pill.
That's right. We are all a part of the Matrix.
Sure.
And there are people that believe that.
Yeah. I mean, you see it all the time, especially on TikTok now with people that show up with, man, if you look at the sky and you take a picture and then you zoom in, start seeing all these pixels. That's not the sky. That's the limitations of your damn phone. You're an idiot. But that's what's going on. Those people, and they allow them to vote. But anyway, let's get past that. Would you rather have others watch a video of you on the toilet?
What?
Or a video of you doing a childish temper tantrum?
Wow.
Obviously the second one. No one needs to see me on the toilet. I mean, I don't know. Some people, let's be honest.
You would rather embarrass yourself having a temper tantrum.
A tantrum is what I'll be fully clothed.
The poop stool.
I'll be fully clothed.
Wait a minute, you're telling me that your top half isn't clothed when you sit on the toilet?
Hey man, some people take everything off when they go to the bathroom, and
it's an experience for you.
Yeah, it's a whole endeavor. You have a toilet epiphany every time. You have to get in the zone, man.
Okay, you got that little poop daddy thing or whatever it is. What's it called?
The squatty potty.
Yeah, the squatty potty. You got one of those.
You have one of those.
You do have one of those.
Great. I believe in the I am Asian and Filipino, but I believe in that angle.
Okay.
Not the angle of the dangle, but the angle.
Not the angle of the dangle, but the angle of the tank.
Yeah, that's right. You have to. It's that perfect angle of alleviating the pressure on the sphincter, which helps everything just smoothly come out.
Well, I might need help with that then. I don't know. Shoot, I've never used
Squatty potty's great. Squatty potty's great. Once you have one, you won't go back because it's
no joke.
You don't have to worry about constipation anymore. It's gone.
Nice.
Yeah, it's great.
Nice. Okay. Oh man! All right.
But everybody get that out of your mind.
But you don't want to have anybody see you doing that, performing that action.
Nope.
All right. Now let's just put some parameters out of here. Okay. Let's just say you don't have to show them getting up or getting back down to go use the bathroom. It just shows you using the bathroom.
The top, like chest up.
No. It just shows you sitting on the toilet.
Oh God, no!
Yeah, you're sitting on the toilet.
That's a whole section. That's a whole section of those websites that you don't go to. Or meanwhile,
I see.
I see. No, okay. No. All right. Not into it. No.
Okay.
No. Now that do you remember the whole thing of? Let's not go there.
Let's not go there, man.
Let's not do that.
Nope.
All right.
Let's not go there. I know where you're going with this, but
I know where you're going. We're not doing that. We're not that kind of show.
No. We're still a kids-friendly show.
Are we? We've said a lot of things. Bro. No.
Yeah, especially like no kids on a plane.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, man, I'm just saying. Anyway, where do you stand? So do you want a toilet thing?
Oh, dude, I'm just begging you the whole goddamn time. There's no way in the world that I would ever even dream about having anybody filming me on the toilet.
Why would you? No.
I'm sorry. It's literally it's just like sleeping. It's your way of telling everybody go away. I don't need you around me. The toilet, same thing. Go away. I don't need you around me.
That's right.
Even though I have my daughter knocking on the door, Daddy.
That's right.
Look what I did on my tablet. Oh my God. Let me use the bathroom.
I've seen the videos of those and like where people I don't understand why you don't lock. I guess you don't lock your door because you have kids, right? I mean. Is that
No,
why?
I lock the door because I do have kids, not because I don't have kids. I lock the door because
there's so many people who don't lock
they
their
still
doors.
knock on the door. Oh,
yeah, they knock, but like you don't have to answer. Just let them.
Look, all right.
Then
So
they walk in on you while you're in the bathroom. Like
to be fair, I sometimes do and sometimes don't lock the door when it comes to the bathroom. But
Okay.
here's my thing: if you're going to open up the door when I'm using the bathroom, whatever smells coming out that way, that's on you, not on me.
That's true.
Okay.
That's
So
true.
part of me, like, oh yeah, let's leave it open. I can't wait for my daddy. Oh my God, Dad, and then slam the door shut. Hey, you whatever.
Okay.
I'm doing my business on my time. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I need my 20 minutes. That's all I'm saying. So
yeah, and as far as like the temper tantrum thing, yeah, I mean, if someone sees that, and then someone that you're into or whatever, or someone that you're with, they might respect you a little less, but they're going to respect you even more, even farther if they see you on the toilet doing your business.
Can I just say this? I would much rather like maybe just the temper tantrum from like when we were kids or something like that, because that shit when you get being older, that stuff just turns out to be hilarious. Versus having a 48-year-old have a temper tantrum on video, that just looks like a goddamn Keith, if you will, or Ken or whatever you want to call it these days. And I don't need to be labeled about that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, again, well, I think we're both in agreement. The second one.
Yep. Second
temper
one.
tantrum all day.
Yep. I'd much rather have a temper tantrum as long as it shows me my temper tantrums when I was a kid. Sure, I'll post that shit online. Anybody can watch it. I don't care.
Yeah. Fine. Okay.
Well, wait a minute. So that was like last week that I had that. Okay, no problem.
Well, somebody watched me when I was working last night. Okay, well.
That's right.
Okay, so here we go. Would you rather
All right.
always be itchy or always feel like you have to pee?
Ooh, that's terrible. Oh man,
I've had both. Terrible. I've had both.
I mean, who hasn't had poison ivy? Have you ever had poison ivy?
Yes, and
okay.
It sucks.
And
you itch
sucks.
and you itch, and then and then you itch to the point that you start like getting like the ooziness and the
that's right.
God.
That's right, and then having to feel like you got to pee. I mean, look, I was on a plane a couple weeks ago coming back from San Antonio, and I'm in the window seat, and I'm like, I really need to pee, but we're going down we're like descending to our destination, and I'm like, I'll just wait. And of course, then we get stuck on the tarmac for like another 10 minutes, and I'm like, I'll just wait. No, God, whew, I waited, but man, I'll tell you what, I had to pee something bad.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, so
you got no choice.
If I had no choice, I would have to go with the itching part.
Really?
Because having to pee all the time, you'd be doing the pee-pee dance all the time. Who wants to be around doing the pee-pee dance all the time?
Yo, man, I mean, at that point, I would just let it flow, bro. Just let it flow. I mean, when you get, I mean, we've had, I've had the poison ivy. You've had the poison ivy. It sucks.
It does.
Scratching. You can't sleep even.
I've had eczema before too, man.
Yeah. It absolutely sucks. It's the worst feeling in the world.
Oh yeah.
The pee thing, that's bad too. I've had that, but at the same time, I mean, Jay,
you gotta realize
you can just go.
But here's the thing: even if you go pee, you still got to feel like you got to pee. That's the thing; you always feel like you got to pee, even when you're done peeing. You're like, "Oh crap, I still got to go pee." No.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
At least with itching, I could probably get to sleep. You can probably
put some sort of salve on it.
I could probably get to sleep while I'm itching myself to death. But if I had to pee,
I feel like if you're going to itch yourself to death, you're going to get those scabs, and you're going to be that one giant scab.
Yeah, okay, call me Scabby.
I don't know. I think we had to differ here. I'm going to go with the pee.
Okay, that's fine.
You know my motto in life. Got to go with pee.
Gotta pee right now. Gotta pee.
That's what I say every time I walk into the building. I'm like, hey, my name is Jay. I gotta go pee.
Gotta go right now. Gotta go.
Sure.
Remember that commercial?
Yes. And I don't have to go right
now.
Yeah. I think they still sell that. Whatever that thing is.
Still sell it. Yep.
I don't know. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Cool. This was a little gross, but okay. I mean, it's all been gross so far.
Yeah, it's all been gross so far. Yep.
But here we go. Let's go further into the grossness. Would you rather feed your children by regurgitation?
Oh,
that's the old Alicia Silverstone.
Or God. Oh my God.
Or have to. This is worse though. Or have to lick them to bathe them.
Oh God.
Like a damn.
Oh my
like
God.
A damn lion or cat.
Like a cat. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh,
The first one.
okay.
Honestly, the first one. But then you don't have to taste it.
Look, as a man who
Yeah.
currently suffers from acid reflux,
Mm.
I'm really dead set against trying to regurgitate stuff.
Okay.
However, there is no way in the world I'm going to ingest that which is on my children's bodies.
Yeah.
Because I have seen what has been on some of my kids' bodies before, and there is no way in hell that I'm licking any of that crap off. Regurgitation all the way.
Yeah.
I will
Regurgitation.
live. I will live with acid reflux forever, or
Mm-hmm.
they will just have to give me some really good shit.
Mm-hmm.
One of the two.
Yeah. But again, that I mean, I said in the little joke thing, but it's true. Alicia Silverstone does that with her
Does she
kids.
really?
She
What?
spits it back up. Yep, because she chews it for them and spits it back up. I mean,
Oh
that was the thing.
God,
Yeah,
that's gross.
it's
That's
it's
so
it's it's
gross.
interesting. It's like I don't
Oh
know.
my God, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
the girl. If anybody doesn't know, who Alicia Silverstone is, that's the girl from Clueless. Just
Yes,
put that in your head.
yes,
Hey,
yes.
go. How about that?
That's crazy. Oh my God, that's so
Crazy
crazy.
things. Crazy
That's
things.
it's just so crazy.
Yeah.
No,
I don't know. I mean, yeah,
no.
regurgitation. I guess it's also
Regurgitation.
disgusting,
Yep.
but
Hmm.
again, you don't have to taste whatever's on your kid. So
That's right.
cool, great.
Yep. Yep.
Still disgusting, but hey, it's the less disgusting option.
I think it's less disgusting of the
That's
two.
right.
Yep.
Yeah, the lesser of two evils.
Yep. It is.
All
Yep.
right. Here's a nice simple one. Would you rather be considered annoying or dull?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Dull. I think I'd rather be considered dull
Yeah.
than annoying.
Yeah.
Because when you're annoying to someone,
Mm-hmm.
that's just a constant annoyance and nuisance, and then you just don't want to be
What are you
around that
talking about?
person.
It's not my job. Yeah.
Are they still around?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
still around. All
There's a
right.
lot. Yeah. Uh huh.
Okay.
Still
Well,
a
yep.
thing.
Okay. Well,
Unbelievably, still a thing. Yeah.
Mazel tov.
Yeah. More power to more
Yep.
power to that person. Yeah.
Still haven't spoken to him, keeping that
Nope.
whole thing going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still out of the loop. Yep.
Perfect. Way to
I
go,
mean,
man.
you bring it upon yourself
Out of
when you're an
sight, out
annoying
of
person,
mind.
when you're an
Uh-huh.
annoying person, when you're someone who, yeah, it
Yep.
is what it is.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I got no problems with that. All right. So,
Yep.
yeah, I'd rather go with dull because
Dull.
even when you're dull, that doesn't mean that you can't be likable. It's just that,
Yeah.
you're perceived as
Yeah.
dull.
A
That's
dull
really all.
person probably still, I mean, does what they're supposed to, does
Yep.
what they're actually, there to do. Like,
Right.
in the case of
Right.
a job, they're doing their
Right.
job. An
Right.
annoying person, maybe they're so annoying that they don't
Well,
do, what they're supposed to.
even as friends, even if
Yeah.
you were to be friends with somebody, I'd rather be friends with someone that is dull
Yeah.
versus annoying. Because
Right.
if that person is annoying,
Yeah.
chances are you're annoying too, man. I don't know.
I
Maybe
mean,
that's just my mindset.
there's always that thing of like, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. So that annoying person probably would be close to being an enemy. So maybe you
I
wouldn't want
mean,
to have them around, so you wouldn't know what they're up to.
I
Oh,
did that for well over a year,
sure.
and whatever, man.
Yeah.
Didn't really care. I didn't even say goodbye. Wow, didn't even realize that now. Oh well,
I mean,
whatever.
to be fair, they didn't say goodbye either.
That's
They
true.
they made up something instead of coming to. Yeah. Hmm.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's fair.
So
Anyway, yeah, I'd rather say dull than annoying. Yep,
yep.
that
Yep.
makes most sense. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Would you rather have body odor that can be detected across the yard,
Woo!
or be hairy like Bigfoot?
Whoa! Wait a minute. We've had that one before.
Did we?
No, something similar to that. We had
It wasn't that
something
one.
similar
It
to
wasn't
that,
that
but it
one.
wasn't
Yeah.
that one exactly. But the
Wasn't
other
that
one was
exactly.
Bigfoot.
Yeah. Bigfoot comes up a lot.
Honestly, God, Bigfoot.
Bigfoot. Yeah.
I'd be
Body
like
odor
Bigfoot. Yep.
again. Presentation. We talked about that for
Yep.
presentation stuff. Yeah, I'm like, hair. You can get away. Some people are just hairy. Some people are just
That's right.
genuinely hairy. You can't
That's
hold that against them. Just like again, some people do have halitosis. I don't know, but
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
those
Yep.
things are fixable. Hair, I guess you could fix that. I mean, but it
You
grows
can.
really fast back. I don't know, but
Yeah,
I
laser
think
hair treatment, laser hair removal
yeah,
treatment.
I think one though is definitely something that's like could be more easily managed.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Well, I mean, if you're hairy like Bigfoot, hey
Yeah.
man, you're just a hairy person, and it's just
Right.
the way that it is,
You
man.
probably cut your beard or whatever. You cut your shave off your stuff, and it goes right back. Like
Yep. Yep.
like
Exactly.
immediately. Like yeah.
I mean, I used to shave twice a day. when I was younger. Clearly, it's my hormones have gotten more manageable now. It
I
takes
still
me.
think it's funny when you showed me that photo and where you like fully shaved with your
Oh
beard
yeah,
stuff. Like you
yeah,
don't look like
yeah.
the same person. Craziness.
No, man. That's how I got
Craziness.
married. I got married without a beard, man. I was had
Yeah.
no beard, clean shaven for my wedding. And then like maybe a year later, I grew the beard and I kept on growing it and kept on growing it, kept on growing it. And then, gosh, 15 years in, I decided just to trim it.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when I showed you those photos. We went down to
Yeah.
the beach for a week. And when I came back
Yeah.
from that beach, I didn't shave that entire week that I was gone, that I was down at the beach. Just let it grow. And that Sunday when I came home, I trimmed it up and went to work. And it looked like I was fine. It looked like I had a beard, like I was just growing a beard, if you will. But I had a good sized beard in already after a week. Now, shoot, man, it takes like 2 weeks for that sucker to grow in now.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Anyway.
I've always tried to grow a beard, like I have, and it's just I can't do it. I'm patchy.
You got a neck beard.
Can't do it.
Yeah. My cousin's the same way, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just one of those things, man. Some people can grow beards, other people can't. You know,
and it's a shame. It's like I feel less of a man because I can't.
Well, you can grow out the neck beard if you want to, if that's what you want. But
no, I just shave it back off.
Okay,
stubble's the most I can get. It's what it is.
It's what it is, man.
It's what it is. Okay. Yep. Yeah, so we're both in agreement for that one too. Bigfoot. Yep. Bigfoot. He exists. He's out there. Bigfoot. Yeah. Would you rather be so intelligent that no one can relate to you, or be dumb as a brick but likable? Well, I'm the second one already, so.
Wow. Dumb as a brick, but you're not dumb as a brick. Okay, forget it. Wow, that's really tough, man. I mean, I wouldn't mind being so smart, but there's a big downside to that. Nobody likes me, but
no one likes you. No one can relate to you.
Yeah, nobody can relate to me, but you know what? That's just because of my superior intellect, and I'm very sorry.
I mean, people will kiss your ass. That's the one thing you'll be sure of.
Yep, that's true.
If you're intelligent, you'll probably have a bunch of money because you'll know how to wisely invest. That's what I'm trying to say.
There you go. That was a word.
Yeah, sure.
Fumble on the words. That's a tough choice, man. I'm gonna have to go with being smart. I really am.
Yeah.
And the only reason I say that is because, once you are intelligent, you'll be respected. You might not be liked, but you'll definitely be respected. And there may be some people out there that understand that and can live with that type of setup.
You could probably be a Mensa. Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm. Mensa.
Sure. I think also on the other side of this is that if you're that intelligent, you can probably do things that will help mankind, grow and be better people.
Sure.
Come
still be an ass
and stuff. You can still be an ass, but hey, you'll have at that point you'll be almost like a martyr. You'll have done something that helps out humankind, but no one can relate to you. But hey, you'll be in the history books.
Sure,
something like that. Yeah, I think the first one is better. I mean, if everybody likes you, but they know you're dumb, you'll be taken advantage of.
That's right. You got it.
Sure.
Yep.
Okay. Would you rather be stranded at sea on a small rowboat with only one player, or with only one paddle? I'm not good at paddling.
You know what? If you're stranded out at sea, and I mean, we're talking like the Atlantic Ocean, you're stranded out there. I would probably rather be with the flare. I mean, don't get me wrong, paddling would be nice, but we're talking about the Atlantic Ocean. We're talking about all sorts of possible craziness as far as the seas are concerned and things like that.
Right.
Flare.
I mean, you can definitely do it with one paddle. I mean, people do that all the time with one paddle. You go one side to the other, one side to the other. You get more tired than doing it with two. But,
well, that's more like in a canoe.
Well,
I would think if you're in the Atlantic Ocean, you're probably in a raft.
Well, it says small rowboat, so.
Small rowboat? Okay, did it say small rowboat? Okay, I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, then if you're in a rowboat, stranded out at sea, again, I'd probably stick with the flare.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I think the flare makes more sense. You wait. You only got one, but it only takes one shot. Like you just see, you see some sort of ship out there, and it's like
that's right.
Fire it off, and then hopefully they'll see you.
That's it. That's all you can do, man.
Yeah.
Of course, you get one shot, and guess what?
Yeah.
Even if you had an oar in your hand, you start waving it back and forth, and they're
They
a
won't see
long
that
ways
shit.
away. Who knows
Yeah.
if they'll see it or
I
not,
mean,
man?
people lost at sea. Like when some it's a known fact. When someone does the man overboard thing and it's
Yep.
nighttime, good
Yep.
luck. You ain't being
Yep.
found.
Nope.
Yeah.
It's pitch dark out there, man.
Pitch black. You ever seen those videos on like again TikTok? I'm always going back to TikTok where they're out at sea in the middle of the sea and it's nighttime. They look at their phones, pitch black. You can't see crap.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, those videos are crazy. You look out there, you can't see you can't see the water, you can't see anything. There's like if the moon's not out, you're not going to
If the moon's not out, you don't see anything. It's pitch black out there.
Pitch black. You're just
wow.
It's a very eerie, creepy feeling.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I haven't seen that. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, those videos are crazy.
Sounds crazy.
Okay. I don't know if we had this one. I don't think we did. I would have remembered, but would you rather have your breath smell like a bad fart?
Ooh.
Or have your laugh sound like a fart?
Wow.
I don't think we had that. I don't think we ever had that.
That's so crazy. I think I would just have my laugh sound like a fart. I'm too self-conscious about my breath because like sinus drainage is for real, bro. If you live in this area, probably more likely than not, you've got sinus issues. You've got allergies of some sort because it's one of the worst areas for allergies. Sinus drainage is one of the worst things possible. And man, when you get sinus drainage, you get some rank breath. And it's just, and I'm so self-conscious of it that I am just, and I'm always carrying breath mints or mouthwash, man. Some mouthwash. I usually carry mouthwash when I gargle with mouthwash to try and get that smell to go away, man, because it can just be so bad.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I definitely have a tendency to carry around breath mints too, just because I, not so much for the bad breath, but just because I like candy.
Sugar free now. Sugar free.
Free. That's right.
What's your favorite? What's your go-to breath mint now?
Honestly, it's still the Mentos.
Oh, really? Do you get your regular Mentos, or you get the sugar-free ones now?
Or
do they have sugar-free?
I think they have the sugar-free.
You don't even know if they have sugar-free.
I don't know.
You don't even pay attention.
Look,
you just grab it as soon as you see it says Mentos on the counter. I love
Mentos.
Swipe and go.
Mentos, the brush maker.
Brush maker. All right, that's fine. It's what, spearmint flavored or is it wintergreen?
Yeah.
What flavor is it? It's spearmint. Okay, I could probably deal with some spearmint.
I used to really like the Doublemint gum. They used to be really good.
Yeah.
Wrigley's. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Used to love Big Red until it gave me acid reflux.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the cinnamon flavor. It used to be my favorite.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay. I'm definitely going with the second one for your laugh sounds like a fart, because if you're laughing, then you want people to laugh more anyway. It's a time for enjoyment, joyous times and merriment. So why not just have your laugh sound like a fart, and then everybody laughs even more?
Let you laugh.
Yeah, people probably want to be around you because of the fact that you have such an interesting laugh. Have you seen that video? The old one of like there's a couple of guys at like the Comedy Barn. They'll have unique laughs.
Oh no, I haven't seen that one before.
That's a good one too. I'll send that to you. I'll put that up on our Facebook page. Everybody remember, we got a Facebook page. It's Lumpy and Lucky. Search for it.
Luckies.
Got all our past episodes and all of the This You Call News stuff, everything. Just go there. Go check it out.
That's right, folks.
Like, follow, subscribe. All right. Now that's out of the way. Okay. Would you rather be forever homeless but free to roam the earth, or live the life of luxury in a mansion that you could never leave?
Say that again, sir? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's a hard one. Be forever homeless but free to roam the earth. So you can be homeless, but you can go wherever you want.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, or you can live the life of luxury in a mansion. You got a fat ass mansion, really cool, decked out to whatever you want, but you can't ever leave.
That's a very strange question.
It's a weird one.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just a concept like, do you want to be able to go wherever you want, or do you want to always be stuck in one?
Born free.
Yeah. Freedom or captivity?
Yeah, that's kind of how it is.
Yeah.
Total freedom or total captivity. I think I would go with the total freedom. I think I would rather be homeless but free to roam wherever you go.
Yeah.
I mean, So I mean, you're without a home, but that doesn't mean you're without a roof over your head to sleep every night.
I mean, you'll have to depend on the kindness of strangers, which
maybe,
it's hit and miss.
Maybe, don't know. Who's to say that? I mean, it doesn't say that you don't have money. It just says you're homeless. You don't have a home.
Well,
but you're free to go wherever you want.
If you look at, if you really think about it, though, let's get real. I mean, the homeless people that are out there now don't have money.
I understand that, but it's not saying you're a bum and you're homeless. I mean, it does say you're homeless.
But I think as far as I'm concerned, that's the intent of the question. I mean, I get what you're saying, but for me, I see it.
No, man. What I'll do is I'll just I'll go to Mexico and live off their beaches.
Okay, sure. You'll be a son of the beach.
They're already pissed off.
Beach.
Look, they're pissed off enough at us right now, anyway.
That's true. That's true. We're gonna make them pay for it. Yeah, sure.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. This is a hard one.
Go for it. Read it.
No. I'm trying to give my answer. I haven't answered yet for this one. Yeah. Homeless but free to go wherever you want.
Yeah.
Or luxury in a mansion that you can't leave.
I know. I already know what you're going to answer. I know what you're going to answer.
What am I going to answer? Tell me.
Oh, you're going to answer that you'd rather have the house but be in captivity.
I was kind of leaning towards that because
I know that.
I am a homebody. I can do a lot of things at home. So
you love being at home,
I do.
But you also enjoy going out.
I do like going out.
You like going out and enjoying.
I like good company. Yes.
You like good company. You like good food. You like good company.
But
that's what you enjoy.
I think you could have all that at home, though. I think you really
could. You can bring all that home. You can bring the company.
It's not saying your door is locked to other people coming in.
Oh, no. Of course not. Of course not. And I mean, that also means you could potentially bring that good food home. You and your Grubhub, baby, you can go anywhere, right?
That's true.
It just means, hey, my butcher's son steak is not going to be piping hot and fresh when it comes to my house.
Yeah.
Unless you can afford to buy the chef that's at Butcher's Son to come to your house and make it for you there.
If you're living a life of luxury and you got a mansion, I mean, you probably do have that money. So you probably could get away with it.
You might be able to get away with that then. So again, just keep pointing more and more towards the latter of the two.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
All right, there you go. There's your answer then.
Yeah, the second one.
You're welcome. I knew it was.
Okay, sure. This one is too close to home for everybody because this is always true.
Okay.
Would you rather be marked with a tracking device so that the government always knows where you are, a cell phone, or with a microphone so that it always knows what you're saying? Again,
that's right.
A cell phone.
That's right. Or a computer.
Or a computer. But I mean, your cell phone is a computer.
Cell phone.
I mean, come on.
It totally is. Yep.
I mean, this is like, there's both of these are a thing. I don't know. We
haven't even read the second one yet.
No, that was both of them.
That's just what?
The first one was be marked with a tracking device so that your government always knows where you are. Or with a microphone so that it always knows what you're saying.
Next question. The answer is yes.
I know. We have both of those. I'm like, this book, when was this made again? Because now I'm like,
early 2000s. This was early 2000s.
This isn't a thing yet.
Yeah. It's early 2000s. I don't think the cell phones were invented.
2001.
Let me. Smartphones were not invented yet in 2001.
Yeah.
I don't think they were. I think because I had one of the very first phones. I had an HTC phone.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yep, the one with the little trackball on it. Oh my God, that trackball was such a pain. There was a flaw in that trackball. Dust or dirt gets stuck in that trackball, and that was it, man. That sucker didn't work anymore.
My favorite phone, that wasn't even mine. It was like a hand-me-down from my sister. Was the Sidekick, the T-Mobile Sidekick.
Oh yeah, the flip up,
with the full keyboard.
Yeah, man,
that was great. Texting for days.
Man,
it was so nice to get away from the old T9 system. Just like have full keyboard.
Right. Yeah, man.
Now it's like look at the phones you got now. It's like everything has keyboard.
That's right,
like, man. We've come a long way. But both those things are things. So that question's kind of null and void.
One of these things just doesn't belong here.
Yeah. One of these things.
Oh, wait a minute. They
Wow.
both belong
They
here.
both belong here.
It's called a cell phone these days. It's called a smartphone.
It's called a smartphone.
Yep.
It's
My S23, S24.
Yeah.
Yep, it does it all right now.
It's called a
Hello.
data plan.
What are the 7 words you're not allowed to say before the CIA starts to record you or whatever it is, or the Homeland Security starts recording you? You ever heard of those phrases? There's like 7 words that if you state within a certain time frame, like they automatically will know it and they'll start recording your ass.
Is it one about the leader of the United States?
Yeah, it's got something. Okay. You got to include the leader, and then you got to include like an explosive device.
Yeah, of course. Don't. Let's stop there. We're not gonna give people ideas to do that. Do not do this at home. Don't do this at a friend's home. Do this nowhere. We don't want people to get in trouble. Just don't.
No, not at all. Exactly.
Don't do that.
Exactly. Although I will say this, I've done it before in the past.
Oh.
Yeah, and guess what? No one's ever knocked on my door. Hey, wait a minute, somebody's at my door. No, I'm just
kidding. Just we're not here for government conspiracy. We're not for all
that. Not on this episode. Not on this episode. Maybe another episode.
I don't know. We make that episode. We might not have a show anymore. Someone might show up at the door in black suits. It's like, Will Smith, what are you doing here?
Come on, conspiracy theories exist. Yes, Will Smith is coming up. He's going to slap you. Worse than Rock. Okay,
That's right. Mm-hmm. He doesn't need the neuralizer. He's going to slap you, and then you won't remember what you said. You won't remember you're American. It's like, I must.
He's going to slap you in the next week.
That's right. Oh man.
Oh damn. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Sure.
I think that's our time here for that one. Yep. You think we can squeeze in one more? No, I don't think so.
No, it's kind of close.
Yeah, it's kind of close. All right.
All right. Well, when we come back, it will be.
This you call news?
Sure. Yeah. Again, I will never remember. But cool. Yeah. All right.
Yep.
We'll be right back,
y'all. Man.
Yeah, we got this. Yeah. Bye-bye. And now it's time for This You Call News. And here with our special report is Mitch of Olympian Lotkeys. Mitch.
Thank you, Jay. Our report comes from the HuffPost back in May of this year, May 1st. Screeching like a gull is the goal of this bird brain contest, reads the title. It is a European screeching gull screeching championship, which attracted 60 seagull sound-alikes from 14 countries to the coastal town of De Panne, Belgium, over the weekend. It says it's great to have a goal, even if it's screeching like a seagull. And that's what the aim of the 5th annual European Gull Screeching Championship, which attracted 60 seagull sound-alikes from 14 countries across the coastal town of De Panne, Belgium this past weekend, according to Boing Boing. Boing Boing.
What a name.
I know. Contestants were awarded points based on their sound and performance in 3 categories: adult, junior, and colony, which is a group of gulls. The contest is intended to create a more positive image of the seabirds, which have been called trash birds, beach rats, and klepto gulls by naysayers, or rats with wings, as I like to call them. Gulls are known to be so intrusive that the zoo in Blackpool, England, hired people to dress up in inflatable eagle costumes just to scare the birds away. But gulls won't get any hate from Denmark's Anna Breinald, who took gold in the Corky contest. I like that the seagulls like fries because I love fries, and they're just a bit misunderstood like me, and they're cute.
What? Okay.
Oh my God, that's great. I love it. But she admits practicing the bird brain contest had its challenges. I worked with the seagulls. I went to the beach and I looked at many seagulls and I thought they looked nice. I screeched at them, but they became scared of me, she said. Maybe I'm saying something wrong in seagull language. I don't know. Brynald said she was slightly under the weather on Sunday. She hopes to defend her crown next year and improve upon her performance. On her performance, I think next year, if I participate next year, I'll be even better. She said, "I'll first of all not be sick, and I think I'll need some feathers." Meanwhile, 10-year-old Cooper Wallace won the junior category for a second year in a row, while his 7-year-old sister Shelby came in fourth. Their mother, Lauren Wallace, was very proud of her avian imitating offspring. It's a very tough composition. Everyone who takes part is very, very good, so I'm very proud of both them, she told BBC, while also making a prediction. We're so happy that Cooper won again, but Shelby is going to be after that title next year, I think. Lauren Wallace said the family will definitely return to next year's contest, which is something she admits is hard to imagine. It's really an amazing event, but not one I'd ever thought we'd have a talent for in the family, she said.
Man.
Wow.
These people sound like a bunch of bird brains.
I just
I wasn't expecting all the remarks from Anna Brynald. Like, what the... I like
that the seagulls like fries because I love fries, and they're just a bit misunderstood, like me.
And they're cute. I screeched at them, but they became scared of me. I would too if some freaking lady was screeching at me. Like, what?
That's right. I mean,
oh
come on.
God.
That is so awesome.
That's
I
funny.
think it's great. I know.
She seems crazy. I'd like to hear an interview with her.
Well, they have the interview. It's on YouTube. We'll post it on our Facebook.
Yeah.
We can share it. Yep.
Is this lady that I'm looking at with this bird hat?
I don't know. We'll find out. I bet you it is. That'd be great. Can't wait to hear it, man.
I'd love to see that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to have to look this up later because we can't play it here because of copyright stuff. Probably.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
But by all means, people go to our again. We're really plugging the Facebook today. Go to the Facebook, find the links for this call news for this episode, and look at this article and look at this lady. Look at these people in this video. What a thing! What a thing!
Great. I love it. Absolutely love it.
It's funny.
That's what we got for this article, Jay. What do we got for our next one, sir?
Well, this next article is a follow-up from an article that was near and dear to my heart because I have a Switch too. This comes to us from Business Insider. The GameStop stapler that punctured a Nintendo Switch 2 console is now on eBay for $250,000.
You gotta be kidding me.
As current as of July 12th, 2025, 3:52 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. An innocuous black stapler became public enemy number one for some New York City-based gamers after it damaged the Nintendo Switch 2 at a local GameStop in June. Now, GameStop has turned that viral mishap into a marketing opportunity. That same stapler and some additional items are now selling on eBay for nearly $250,000 as part of a GameStop-organized charity auction. As of Saturday, there were almost 300 bids. Let's consider this GameStop's version of corporate accountability, a GameStop spokesperson told Business Insider. The saga, dubbed Staplegate, began last month when the highly anticipated Nintendo Switch 2 became available to the public. It had been a long road for fans who were introduced to the original Nintendo Switch 8 years ago and were forced to weather a tariff-related delay on the newest version of the popular gaming console. The Nintendo Switch 2 sells for $499. While many fans received their Nintendo Switch 2 orders without fuss, some said that their consoles arrived damaged with a puncture or puncture holes on the screen. The culprit was a lone stapler at a Staten Island GameStop used to secure the receipts to the console boxes. Although GameStop replaced the damaged consoles, the company spokesperson said it wanted to turn the snafu into something for a good cause. The winning bidder will receive 4 items: a stapled Nintendo Switch 2, now fixed, the console's box with stapler marks, the stapler, and the carefully extracted staple. The winner will also get a very personal item from GameStop CEO Ryan Cohen, who said in an X post on Wednesday that he'd include his underwear in the auction.
What?
If bids surpassed 6 figures.
Oh my God.
They did. By Thursday, Cohen told his ex-followers that if the auction reached 7 figures, he'd fly the winner to Miami, take them to McDonald's for lunch, and personally deliver my pre-owned underwear.
Oh, that's just wrong.
The GameStop spokesperson said the decision to auction the items was a no-brainer. It pitched itself, honestly. Once the story took off, the stapler basically demanded an agent, they said.
Oh, God.
Fortunately, tracking down the stapler wasn't difficult. We asked nicely, and it was surrendered peacefully to our social media marketing team, the spokesperson said, adding that the response has exceeded our expectations. All proceeds from the auction will go to the Children's Miracle Network hospitals.
Okay.
GameStop will stop accepting bids on July 16th.
And it's already over 250,000.
Yeah, let's see if we can find the actual
Yeah, we can go ahead and take a look, see if we can find the actual link for the
here it is. Here it is.
It's already on eBay. All right,
we're at $249,000, $249,700.
And here it says 279 bids, and they said 300 bids.
Yeah, I'm confused as where they got 300.
Man. Yeah, I don't know, man. They're a little.
Make sense.
Yeah, maybe it says close to 300 bids. Who knows?
I gotta look that up again. Where did
we gotta check that article again, man.
That in here.
Accuracy here.
Yeah, there were almost
300 bids. All right.
That's fair.
Well, that's as of
279.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. It hasn't budged. It hasn't budged.
It budged by $700.
Okay.
Right? I mean, well, actually, what did they say on this?
It
in this
said
article,
nearly.
they had it's the same thing as when this article is published. They have an image right here, 249,700.
Yep. Nobody else has increased that bid. How much? Can we see who makes the bids?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to see. If I got to sign into my account.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna make a bid. $2.
Oh, you're gonna make a bid of $2. I don't think you're gonna win.
I'm gonna win.
You're going to be outbid.
Win.
You're going to be outbid.
All right, let me text my code. Everybody wants to log into my account. Just text the code to me, and then
just 757
right in there.
804-1234.
Hold on, how'd you get my real number? Wait a minute, I got a problem.
Dude, I used to do that all the time. There was a pharmacist that used to ask me for my phone number all the time at an event. And I said I can't give out my phone number, but she'd still ask every time. Can I just get your number? And I said sure. Here's my number. 804-555-1234. I kid you not. She wrote it down and said, "Great, thanks."
Really?
And
I walked the number.
I said 804-555-1234.
Good
and
Lord.
I kid you not. Somebody laughed when I said that number, but she said, "Okay, great, thanks, Mitch." And she put my name down. And as I'm walking away, the intercom comes up. "Mitch, please come back to the pharmacy. Mitch, please come back to the pharmacy." So I came back to the pharmacy, and it's her. And she's like, "I just realized that's not a real number. Why did you do that?" I said, "Because I can't give out." I said, "Because I've told you I can't give out my number. So I gave you a number." I was like, "I was tired of telling you no, so I figured I'd give you a number." She said, "But that's not a real number." I said, "I can't give out my number." She started laughing. She thought it was hilarious. And ever since then, she asked me for my number. "Hey, what's that number again, Mitch?" I say 804-555-1234.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
All right. And as far as this thing is, that $249,700, the 12th of this
2
month,
days ago,
6:15 p.m. Pacific time.
Yeah.
So, what would that be Eastern? I don't know.
That's
that
crazy.
3 hours?
I'm sure that guy's. How much you want to bet that's going? Please, God, please don't let me be the last one. Please don't. I really don't want.
Yeah. I mean,
how much you want to bet? It's the CEO.
It could be. Maybe he doesn't want to give up his underwear. I don't understand why he decided to give his underwear up. That's weird.
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing I've ever heard of, man.
Wow, it's gone up quite a bit.
It sure has. It's pretty crazy. But look, let's be fair. This is a total PR stunt.
Yep.
I hate it. It is very bittersweet to me. It's very bittersweet.
It's the worst
because Children's Miracle Network is a very good organization, a very good cause, and I have donated to them before, so I have no problem.
I wish they were donating to somebody that was nonprofit. Shriners, St. Jude's.
Sure,
I mean, they're doing good work at. Let's make no bones about it. Children's Miracle Network does amazing work. Every day.
Absolutely.
Every day, every moment, they're doing great things.
But it's just a goddamn PR stunt. And it just through and through.
And I hate it. is the worst fucking thing I've ever seen. It's so aggravating. And
They
in the eBay posting, you can see the rusted
they
stapler.
turn their
Yeah,
negative into a positive. Okay?
sure,
They did. They
sure,
turned their negative into a positive.
sure.
And the shitty part is, yeah, you looking at the whole box there, it looks like it's got some shipping label on it.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the switch there where the staple mark is. You can kind of barely see the
Right
staple
there.
mark right there.
Yeah,
Is
two
it
little.
right there?
Yeah.
No, no, no. Up, go up, right
Oh no, right
there.
there in the
There it is,
two.
right
It's
there.
in the
Yeah, right in
two.
the two, buddy. Yep. You
Yeah,
see the staple mark sitting right there. So, yep, that's what you
yeah.
got.
Funny thing
I,
is, this is an overflow switch. This isn't even like original switch that like there are two switches that came
oh,
out. For the switches that came out for the bundle version, because the bundle version includes Mario Kart World. The
right.
ones that have it printed on the box are the ones that were originally made for the launch. These extra ones that have a sticker
Uh-huh.
include some little piece of paper where you have to type in the code like an old way. The ones that have it printed on
Oh.
the box already have the game on them.
I'll tell you, that box doesn't look in very good shape, man. It looks in
Yeah,
pretty shitty shape. Look at the bottom of it. If you take a look at the bottom side and
yeah,
all that, it looks like it's in
yeah.
very, very poor shape. I don't know.
And it's a
I
new
kind of,
box though. I'm like, it's not even that old.
that looks like it's been a tore up box, man. That's just
Yeah,
my 2 cents.
weird
They've
shit, man.
opened and closed it a couple times, but
Yeah.
nope,
And then
nope.
here's something else too. They give you a certificate of authenticity. If we read this, it says,
Stapler.
yeah, this document certifies that the following items are authentic relics from the now infamous Staplegate incident, which occurred during the midnight launch of the Nintendo Switch 2 on June 5th, 2025, at GameStop's Staten Island, New York location.
Item one,
Yeah,
the stapler.
the stapler itself.
Item two, the first stapled Nintendo Switch 2. How do you know it's the first one? How do you know? You don't.
You don't.
I call
You
BS
don't.
on
You
that.
really don't.
I call BS on that, unless of course the
Well,
first one
they're
was
saying
owned.
it's the first known console to be officially stapled during a product launch by GameStop. Which again, you don't know that either. You don't know that.
Was
How
the
do you know that
recipient of
someone
the
else?
above mentioned staple,
Yeah,
refurbished by GameStop Corp. The screen has been repaired and
yeah.
is ready to play. It is the
Mm-hmm.
first known console to officially be stapled during a product launch at GameStop.
I
Okay.
guess officially, as
It
far as they know
maybe
about it.
could have been,
Yeah,
maybe by the coding, the serial number
yeah,
coding that they did, maybe
yeah,
they could figure that out. But
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
need a more definitive answer of how they
Yeah.
determine that. Then the
Um.
box
Yeah. The box itself with the
and
staple mark clearly visible.
the infamous
The staple
staple. Give me a break.
and the staple is in
And
a
it's
little baggie,
certified. Oh yeah, the staple's in a baggie. Who's it certified by? Who's
certified
certified
by
by?
the CEO.
Ryan
I can't
Cohen.
move my thing.
Oh,
There it is.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan Cohen, the guy who's
Okay.
going to give you his underwear.
Yeah, the guy that's gonna give me the dude. I
Like,
would.
why? Can I say
I,
no to the underwear if I win?
Yeah,
I don't want his
exactly.
underwear.
How about
I
you
don't
just
get
give
it.
me? Instead of giving me the underwear, which is probably $50, can I get a
Yeah.
McDonald's gift card for $50?
Yeah. Sure.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of
I don't want
McDonald's,
to
but
meet
I'll
this
take the
guy.
gift card.
I do not want to meet the CEO because he seems like a real tool.
I don't want
It's
to meet
all
his
straight up.
underwear. I don't want
Yeah.
to
I
meet
don't
his
want to.
underwear. That's ridiculous.
GameStop is one of the worst. It's a great company, but a horrible company because they undersell like nobody's business. It's just as bad as like when Rick on Pawn Star says best I can do is about $50. It's
Yeah,
like they undersell you like underpay you like crazy. I'm
yeah.
sure they do that to
Well,
their employees too. I don't know. I'm not a worker there, but I'm sure it's retail. They're gonna do that crap to you. They take advantage, and the fact that they're turning this into now it's for charity and we're trying. No, it's PR stunt. It stinks. The whole thing stinks.
to
Fuck
try
this
and make
shit.
them look in a better light for their
Yeah,
screw up.
yeah. It's like I hate it. I hate it. I'm glad none of the money, as far as they say. I mean, hopefully someone will actually follow through and check to make sure that the check actually went to when it gets cut to all the proceeds go to the Children's Miracle Network. Hopefully there's
Yeah,
video of that. I'm sure they'll do video. That's another PR stunt.
we don't want CMN to be part of a
Yeah,
victim here.
right, right. That's the last thing anybody wants. Oh man, this whole thing stinks. I hate it. I hate it. I'm always pissed off about the story. Now they did this.
Smells like
God,
yesterday's dirty diapers.
yeah, it's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. Uh, hey, look, it's located in Grapevine, Texas. Apparently, this whoever holds this thing. Uh,
Grapevine, Texas?
that's
What?
where apparently where the person that's going to ship it to you is located in Grapevine, Texas. Is that the
Oh,
headquarters
okay.
for GameStop or where is
No
that?
idea.
I don't know. I don't know why
No
this game.
idea.
I don't know. But anyway,
whoever lives in Grapevine, Texas, must be doing pretty good for themselves.
I guess so. They
I'm
got
just
a
saying.
rusty ass stapler. Hey,
Yep.
congratulations. Um, yeah, this is stupid. This is beyond belief. I just can't believe.
It's terrible, man.
It's awful. It's awful. But hey, when they actually sell it, we'll follow up again because we'll probably still be here. We'll probably
I
still
hope
be here
so.
with the show. I hope
I
we
hope
will.
so.
And
Yes, sir.
we'll see who's the dumbass who bought this fucking thing. Oh man, I'm gonna put my $2 bid in, and you watch.
That's it. That's
Says
it.
this is
If
check.
you win, I'll be amazed. That's all I'm saying.
No, it won't be me. It's already
It
up
won't
to.
be you.
You think these people are actually going to pay, or they're going to back out?
Probably back. I
mean,
don't think
there's
they would
there's
back
quite a
out.
few people who back out of these kind of auctions, even if it's for charity. They don't.
I don't think they're going to back out, Jay.
I don't know.
They can't. They can't back out now.
Yeah, only been publicized. I mean, I guess it is for this, but I mean, the winner though. I'm sure whoever wins, I hope they get a lawyer.
Right.
I mean, I don't know if you want to be known about the guy who, like, it's just so. Ugh, this whole thing
It's
sucks.
so weird.
This
It's
whole thing
weird.
sucks. Yeah.
The whole thing stinks like dirty diapers.
To quote Jay Sherman from The Critic, it stinks. It stinks.
That's right.
All
it
right.
stinks.
Yeah.
Stinks to high heaven.
Stinks to high heaven.
And I don't like it.
It's not good. It's not good. I'm mad and I'm not gonna take it anymore.
Yes.
Anyway, that's
Yes.
enough rambling about this stupid ass staple. Always a good episode. Always fun to talk to you, Mitch, as always.
And you as well, Jay.
And again, my name is Jay.
And I'm Mitch.
And we love you. We appreciate you. Respect, love, and peace.
Yes.
And we'll be back next time right here on Loopy and Lockkeys. See ya.
Bye.
If you should or would like to contact us, please find us at our Facebook page, Lumpia and Lockkeys. We will be glad to hear from you.